But yeah, like I was saying, money just kind of controls everything here, and it is it is unfortunately the god of this world. Like, I mean, I know I do believe in God, like I do believe in a creator, but like money is the god of this world, and like it's the root of a lot of things and a lot of evil. And I mean, I know money can do good. Like money can it can't money is I guess what I'll say about money is it depends on whose hands it's in, like the people who have the power, especially people who have a lot of money and have a lot of wealth. If they're good people and they genuinely care for society and care for others beyond themselves, it can be used for a lot of good things. They can make charities. They can like feed people who don't have a home. They can provide shelter for people who don't have their own shelter. Um, it just depends on whose hands money's in. But you know, unfortunately, in this world, in this country alone, but you know, in the world in general, there's a lot of people who are in control and have a lot of wealth and money, and they do not have are not good people. They do not have good intentions. They only care about themselves. They don't care about anyone else. They want to abuse and use everyone and then just dispose of the commoners or the lower class people. They just like, oh, you know, you're expandable. You're like a lab rat. You know, just slave away and work for me, or just you know starve and die and starve. You know, starve to death and die. I don't care. Like so many of these people are controlling things, and it's just so messed up, and it's so dark, and it's so twisted. And I mean, I know that the world was going to be this way. I mean, God says it's going to get really really bad. Like the world is going to get really really bad before it gets better. I mean, it's not going to get better. It's only going to get worse. And then oh, when the tribulations happen, like the revelation, it's just going to be it's going to be horrible. It is going to literally be hell on earth. Like I mean, it's bad right now, but it's going to get so much worse. It's going to get so much worse, and I'm kind of starting to think it might happen in my lifetime. I mean, I don't have any like hardcore proof. I can't say for sure, but I just have an inkling. Like I just have a feeling that this stuff might start happening in my lifetime. And I feel like this whole COVID pandemic was like the beginning. It was like the beginning of the downfall of the world. But yeah, it's just I mean things don't make sense anymore. This world today in 2025 when I'm 28 years old is so different from the world like the early 2000s. Like so what was I was born in 97, so like I'd say like the early 2000s to even like the early 2010s, like the world was so different. I mean, yes, things were changing, like technology was starting to, you know, advance, but like things weren't like too bad until like they started changing before COVID, but especially the changes amplified after COVID. And it is just night and day the difference. I mean, I just cannot like and again, I'm only a Gen Zer. I'm only a Gen Z individual. Like I you know, the older generations like millennials and Gen X and boomers and you know what's left of silent generations. I mean, I think most of the silent generations they're dying out at this point. But you know, I mean, my grandparents. I still have three of my grandparents. They're all part of the silent generation. Um, I mean, it's just for them. Like they've been here even longer, and they have seen it all. They have seen so much change over their lifetime, and I don't know, man. This world is just crazy. It is just insane. But I'm just like, I just don't know what's gonna happen, and I just feel like this. I just feel like it's just like this looming dread. Like I just can't get rid of it. I can't get. I hear all these thoughts in my mind. I mean, I'm struggling with a lot in my own personal life right now, and it's like, but it's not just me. It's like a lot of people are just, we're scared. We don't know what's gonna happen. People are in fight or flight mode. I mean, it's just because of how everything is. People are just constantly on edge. People can't be relaxed anymore. There's no sense of peace anymore. There's no like, it's just, the oppression is so deep and so thick and so heavy. Like you can just feel it. You just feel it in your skin. You feel it in your blood. You feel it in your bones. It is just out there, and it's only seeming to get worse. And I just can't help but think that this is the beginning of the end times. Like, we have already started the beginning of the end times. And again, I don't have the exact answers for you guys. I don't know. I mean, I'm not God. I don't know all of it. But, like, I don't know the time frame. I don't know, like, how many years. Like, I mean, I know, like, I think it's, like, the last 7 years are going to be, like, really bad. And then, like, you know, like the last 3 or 4 years, it's just gonna be horrible. It's going to be horrible. And again, I don't know when all that's starting, but I mean, I feel like we've already kind of started the descent, the falling of this world. Like, we have already started it. I mean, it's to the point, like, where I don't even, like, barely go out anyway. I don't really go out of my, you know, I live with my parents. Like, I don't really leave my home unless I absolutely have to. Like, if I have my classes for my school, if I have tests, if I had a job, you know, if I had to work, I mean, obviously I would go out. But, like, if I don't have to go out, I do not. I just do not. Because this world is just, it's just batshit crazy now. It's just, everything is escalated. Crimes have escalated. Violence has escalated. Shootings have escalated. Suicide rates have escalated. Mental health has escalated. Cost of living has escalated. Cost of groceries has escalated. It's just, how much longer? How long is this gonna go on? I'm just like, how much longer? I'm just like, that's why, like, the people who have already died or passed on, I'm just like, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of envy them. Like, I'm just like they are no longer here having to deal with this. They're no longer having to live in constant fear. I mean, I guess it depends their faith and if they're in hell or heaven. I mean, that's not for me to say. I can't say whether somebody's going to hell or heaven. You know, that's not my place. That's God's place. But if people aren't saved, like, I don't know, like, but I mean, like, all the people I know that were saved and are, you know, believed in God, like, I know that they're having such a good time in heaven right now, and meanwhile, I'm here on this earth. I'm just like, oh, I'd really like to be in heaven. That sounds so much better than being here right now. I don't know. I feel like we're just going into, like, an abyss. Like, it's just going to be like a whole big dark abyss. I mean, I feel like this is our version of, like, a zombie apocalypse. I mean, literally. I mean, And two, like, we're probably gonna, like, start having major food shortages too. People are gonna, like, start getting hungry. And, you know, when people get hungry, again, when people get desperate in low enough situations, they will do whatever they can. And they will do things they would not normally do. And it's going to get worse. And people, I don't even want to say this, but, like, people might start, like, killing and, like, eating other people. I don't know. Like, I mean, we might start seeing more cannibalism. I don't know. I'm not condoning it. I don't think it's obviously not right, but I don't know at this point. At this point, I don't know. Like, it's just like a nightmare. It's like, it's this life. I feel like the last several years, it's been like a nightmare, a 5-year-long nightmare, and it's gonna keep going. And I'm just like, when can I wake up from this? When can I wake up? When can this movie be over? Can I just fast forward this? Can I just end this? Like, how much longer is this gonna go on? Like, how much longer do I have to endure this? How much longer does anyone else suffering have to endure this? I don't know. But yeah, these are just kind of my thoughts on, you know, everything, the way the world is, society, everything in general as of 2025, and we're about to head into 2026, but it's like, I don't even really care anymore about a new year. Like, I just don't, like, just, it's things are probably just going to keep getting worse each year that passes by. There's no sign of any progression. There's no sign of things turning around. And it's like, I just don't really care anymore. Like, I mean, my only thing I can hope for, and again, this may or may not happen, and my only thing I can hope for 2026 is that it is not as unbearable as 2025, because 2024, 2025 were very unbearable years for me. They've been very hard years for me, and they've been hard for a lot of people beyond me. I mean, it's not just me. A lot of people the last few years have been very, very hard. And I don't know. I don't know what 2026 is going to bring. I'm not too optimistic at this point. I'm not like, not holding my breath. But I guess we're just going to see what happens. I just hate this, y'all. I mean, I hate this for me. I hate this for everyone else. Like, I just hate the constant state of, oh, what's going to happen next? Like people are on edge, like, oh, what's going to happen next? What horrible thing is going to go wrong next? Like, I feel like me and a lot of people have been living in that constant state of mind, and it is exhausting. It's exhausting. Because we're just so, like, concerned. We're so afraid. We're so uncertain about the future here. Anyways, I think I'm going to end the video. I think I've said everything I needed to say. I just wanted to get on here and just express these things. I know it's a lot, but this is just what's been on my mind, and I don't know. I hope you guys are all doing okay. I don't know. Like, this is just really hard. This life is really hard right now, and my heart goes out to anyone else who is also struggling, or is, you know, going through really hard times, or whatever everyone's individual personal circumstances are. I mean, I feel like we're all in this together. We're all just kind of like, the only solace I get is, you know, knowing that, you know, I'm not the only one suffering right now. Like, I'm not the only one going. I mean, it's easy to feel that way, and I still feel that way a lot of times around certain people, but when I come onto when I make my videos, when I watch other people who are, their thought processes are like me, or they feel like me, and I mean, I feel less alone, and that's the only thing that like it's like a coping mechanism. It helps me cope. So if anything, I mean, that's kind of what I would hope for my channel, like, you know, that people who are a part of my channel or watch my videos, that they can at least, maybe you can relate, maybe not, but even if you don't relate, I mean, you could take away something. I don't know. This life is hard, but anyways, I've rambled on long enough. I'm gonna end it here. Bye.